Hello,
Hello,
Suprabhatam.
Namaskaram, Suprabhatam. What is Suprabhatam?
See, what is Suprabhatam? सी आगर बोलવું પડે યાર.
Well, see, Suprabhatam is nothing but saying Namaskaram.
Perfect. एकदम मिमिक्री. You are a mimicry artist.
Really?
एकदम.
To try stage.
It was almost like Sadhguru.
I want to try a stage acting, but let's see. Like, I need a training,
Okay.
training from you.
I am not a stage artist.
But you are a good director.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you think so, I don't believe, but if you think so,
No, but then how can you say that I'm a good mimicry, actor? Like you have that vision of direction.
I have heard you many times.
So, okay, we'll start podcast in a minute,
I
and we
think it is already started, isn't it?
really, yeah, it is started. I have started the recording. I was not aware. Sorry about that. So we're gonna do podcast in very self-expression mode. All right. So
Okay.
you come out and say whatever your thoughts are and your whatever your experience of meditation.
For that, I need a bottle.
So you are welcome. I have already one.
Okay. We should have arranged it earlier, man.
Yeah, but this was not planned. This is like random. I just I woke up and I thought that I need to have a one podcast with my friend because
Mhm.
like he is very good at meditation. He's a good practitioner. So I thought that let's share some information with with public.
Mhm.
So I thought like
Okay.
so it was not planned, but yeah, you are welcome at in the evening. We can have and have another set of meditation.
No, those two things never go hand in hand.
It's
I was just
self-expression.
joking.
When something goes inside, something comes outside.
Yeah, no, I was just joking, but those are two distinct things,
Right.
and we'll talk about it at an appropriate time when we talk about
No, you
meditation.
can go ahead. It's all right. I mean, it's what we it's not something like it's already started, right? So you can say what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so see, uh, when somebody is intoxicated, I will talk in first person language. Okay, I'll talk about myself only. If I'm intoxicated with any stuff, and if I try to do meditation or I sit for meditation, that doesn't work.
Hmm.
Though it gives an euphoria of, like, some people take weed or, like, smoke stuff and then sit for meditation and they feel that they have gone deeper, but that doesn't work. It gives a sense of, like, a deeper feeling, but the purpose of meditation won't be solved in that way, because what intoxication does is it takes away that sense of awareness from you, right?
Okay.
And meditation is all about invoking that sense of awareness as
Hmm.
much as.
Okay.
So that's why, both the things doesn't work together, at least for me.
Uh, okay. Got it. So, guys, like we must be aware, like this is the podcast on meditation. We have already started, and this is my friend Kiran. He's very dear and near to me, and he's a very long practitioner of meditation. So today we are gonna discuss about the what meditation is and how it is helping in today's world, and what exactly the purpose of doing the meditation is. And there are many other various dimensions where we'll see where Kiran will share their insights on meditation. So, Kiran, what is meditation? For a layman terms, when someone, like who is not aware, who has heard for the first time that meditation word, what an idea he should or she should get.
Okay. So as we say in Hindi, meditation is dhyan.
Okay.
Okay. Dhyan means, you are focused, your concentration, your thoughts are concentrated to it at any one place.
Mm-hmm.
Thought or a mantra or some image of God or deity or some divine thing, some divine light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is the most basic idea about meditation. Okay. That when you are in awake state, like I call it alpha state, as we are all in, we have a lot of thoughts, lot of distractions. Okay. All kind of the thoughts from the past and thoughts for the future, the worries or the expectations, the aspirations, lot of things. But when you sit down, you close your eyes, okay, and you start concentrating or focusing on any one idea, that is called meditation.
Okay.
Okay. I have at many times, okay, so I started meditation at the age of almost 14 or 15. Okay, and then I have discovered different meanings and different levels of meditation over a period of time.
Mm.
So though we call meditation, but there are a lot of different things inside of that.
Okay.
So when I started meditation, I had this idea that I want to, I want to train my mind to do wonders, or I want to invoke my spiritual powers, my mind power,
Mm.
so that I can do stuff in a different manner. So say for example, I was a student at that time, and I
Mm.
wanted that whatever I study, I should remember it. Now how do I remember it? Only if my mind have that higher power of memory.
Okay.
So that was my first intention of starting out with meditation, that my memory will improvise. Okay. Then I was really not into study, right? I didn't like to read a lot of books and study and do maths and all those things. So I was wondering that what will I do with my life? Okay. I should have some great powers. So that was another motive behind trying meditation and other spiritual practices. So I wanted to have higher mind powers. And while discussing with somebody, or I read somewhere that Tratak, if you have heard this word Tratak,
Mm.
Tratak is a practice where in a closed room you light a small lamp like
Mm.
diya, or a candle. Okay, put it 10 feet away from you, sit in front of it, and constantly focus, look at it, right? Constantly look at it without blinking your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, that is called Tratak. And that is one kind of meditation. Okay, so I started doing that. The motive behind that was to invoke my mind power,
Mm-hmm.
uh, a stronger memory, sharper thinking, or even clairvoyance, reading other people's mind and a lot of other stuff. I was a kid that time, so I didn't know much, but I started that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started slowly and gradually, I was getting more and more into it. As much as I was doing, I was curious about what is more,
Mm.
and nothing was happening,
Okay.
right? I was every day trying for almost 6 7 8 months, and nothing was happening. So I was wondering whether it is really working or not. So I started asking questions to a lot of people whom I think that they know something, either spiritual guru or Baba or Sadhu or some really elder person. I was searching for books also, right? And inside of that, the meanings of meditation kept on changing for me.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So there is this incident which happened, which changed my perception a little bit. As I said, I was constantly doing that, but I was not getting any result. Okay, I was not really convinced whether it works or not. And then I was there in Ahmedabad in one of the crowded market, and I saw play, a small kind of show, street show.
Hmm.
Okay. In that street show, there were a couple of people. Like there was a 12 or 13-year-old boy, okay, who was lying down on the ground.
Hmm.
His eyes were blindfolded,
Hmm.
okay, completely he cannot see. He was lying, and then above him, the father also, like, covered him with a blanket,
Okay.
okay. And there was a crowd gathered around it. The father was moving around him and asking questions to that boy, okay. That the father would stop by some person and say, what is the color of this person's shirt,
Oh.
okay. And the boy was telling that he has
Wow.
worn yellow color shirt. Then he would go to somebody else and say, uh, is he wearing spectacles or not? And the boy was accurate on all the answers, okay. Why I got, like, stuck was the father came to me once and asked me to pull out a note of 10 rupees,
Mm-hmm.
okay, which was there in my pocket. I pulled out and that boy read the number.
Wow. Is that
Yeah,
so much is that powerful it is?
yeah, it was that powerful. And I was stunned. I was like, I'm on the right path. This is working somehow. I have not figured out how it works.
So can you read the numbers of the notes now?
No, I still can't do. But I'll tell you later that my son can now.
Oh, wow. Wow. So is it really necessary to close the eyes for doing the meditation? I mean, is it something protocol? Because I've heard somewhere that, or I read somewhere that you can do a meditation still while, your eyes are open.
You can do. But see, if we like, on a body physical level, if we say, so the most energy consuming part of body is eyes.
Okay.
Okay, out of all the body parts, eyes are the like, the organ which consumes most of the energy.
Okay.
Second number is brain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you sit down and close your eyes, okay, all the any energy consumption that is happening is like suddenly, like, stopped, and that
Yes.
energy is then available to your body. So you instantly start feeling good whenever you close your eyes.
Mm.
Okay. And then when you try to focus your mind's activity also starts getting reduced. So
Mm.
that energy consumption also comes to, like, lower.
Okay.
Okay.
So the
So that
less
is,
information goes in your mind, the more you become the calm.
yeah, consider a mind is a processor.
Mm.
Okay. The more data it needs to process, the more energy it needs.
Right.
Okay. So when you give it less processing,
Mm.
okay, less data, less thoughts to process, it will use minimum energy, less energy.
Mm-hmm.
So where was I?
Oh,
Yeah, so meditation, yeah, that is why it is good to close your eyes.
okay. Okay.
Okay, but then after some time you can practice, you can train your mind that, even if your eyes are open, you are very focused, your thoughts are, like, very concentrated, and
Mm.
you can be in the state of meditation.
Hmm. So yeah, also is this like a one-time process or it's an ongoing process? Like there are spiritual gurus who says that you do a meditation for 1,000 hours or 1,500 hours or 2,000 hours straight, and then you get that wisdom, or you can see the projection, or you can see the future. I mean, you have that power that you can read the minds and all the powers which you have spoken earlier. All those powers are there in you once you do for long hours of meditation. And then I mean, is it okay that after doing certain amount of meditation, like for sitting straight for the 1,000 hours, and then it's okay for if you don't do for next, like for the lifetime, or it's ongoing thing?
I don't know. I really don't know about that because I have never done that.
Acha.
Okay, only Hatha yogis, if you have heard about, like, Indian yogis who are Hatha yogis, or
Yes.
very determined people who has devoted their life to, like, that part only. They are living in jungle and undisturbed, and they are sitting for long hours and doing meditation. Maybe that may happen, but I have never experienced that way.
Hmm.
All that I have, I have heard about
Hmm.
that it is possible.
Hmm. Right. And what are the like neural changes, like, because the science is proving in today's world that, meditation, by doing the meditation, there are certain changes at a neural level, at the brain level, your neural pattern is, you can change the neural pattern, you can change your habits, and, it's much easier life than before doing a meditation. Like, even, if someone life is almost like, it's not so serious, or he wants to be, a sincere life, or he wants to uh, concentrate on studies or on a career, on a relationship, uh, science says that, you have to do a meditation, sit for the meditation, and you will see the changes in your neural pattern, and on basis of your change on neural pattern, your behavior is also changing. So, at the end, it's a fair game for everyone. So, how does that neural pattern changes by doing the meditation? I mean, it's something, it's new for this generation X to know.
So, all those benefits that you spoke about, they are possible through meditation.
Hmm.
That is very settled now for most of the people who are looking forward to start meditation. Now, how does it happen? See, for that, I want to tell about the activities of brain.
Okay.
Okay, while meditating, while you are not meditating, and when you are in deep meditation.
Hmm.
So what happens is our brain has pulses. Okay, just like the heart has beats, the brain has pulses, and it ranges up to 21, 25 cycles per minute.
Hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
not minute, I think second. Those are seconds. I really could not remember whether it is per second or per minute, but the figure is 22 cycles per second or 20, like that.
Hmm.
So when we are in awake state, in alpha state, that is somewhere between 14 to 21, 14 to 20. When we are very excited, right, either angry or exciting or shivering, then it is at 22, 24 cycles per second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when we start sleeping, when we calming down ourselves, it
Hmm.
starts going below
Hmm.
the brain's pulses. So when you are feeling sleepy, it is near about 14 cycles per second. And then when you are asleep, it starts coming below 14 to 7. When you are very deep sleep, it is near 7,
Okay.
right? Kind of dream state.
Hmm.
Okay? And when you go deeper,
Hmm.
like, when somebody loses the consciousness, then it is below 7, near to 4. Okay,
Hmm.
when somebody is in coma, the brain frequency is at 4. Okay,
Okay.
near 4.
Hmm.
There are very, very few people in the world who can be fully awake, in awake state, with the brain's frequency near 4. That
Wow.
is called delta frequency.
Oh.
Okay, and if you have heard about, uh, I don't know, the delta woman, she belongs from Gayatri, or not Gayatri Parivar, but this, I forgot the name here. It
Hmm.
is very spiritual panth. Uh, they have this center here in Mount Abu.
Okay. Yeah. They Brahmakumari ones.
Brahma Kumari, yes.
Yeah. The BK Shivani is the sister. Shivani is the
Right now, yes,
coach
she's
of
there.
the meditation. Yes. Over
But
there.
do you remember the name of the, who started this Brahma Kumari? There was this lady. She was known as Delta Woman.
Okay. Okay. I didn't
And
know.
yeah, she could bring her brain frequency to 4.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, and in awake state.
Okay.
Right? Most of the people, normal people, if their brain is at 4, then they won't be able to go wake up on their own.
So, but what is that stage like? A delta stage? What is it stage? Because my follow-up next question was, that only that how do we, make a difference between the person who is in coma and the person who is in a deep meditation stage? So, I mean, what is that delta stage be like? What is the experience like?
So I can talk about deep meditative stage, okay, where I haven't. By the way, there are like measurement instruments available,
Hmm.
like which can they put all the instruments on the brain and they can measure the brain frequency,
Yes.
and there are a lot of experiments that happen in that regard.
Hmm.
The I have experienced the deep meditative state many times, and it is a state. First experience is I don't want to get out of it.
Wow.
Okay, I completely experience myself in full control.
Okay.
In what way? That when you start meditation, your thoughts are roaming around at different places. Like if you start focusing on at one place, you can be there for 1 or 2 or 5 seconds, and then suddenly different thoughts will overtake your mind.
Hmm.
When you go much deeper, you can really stop all those thoughts and focus on the one that you want to focus on.
Okay.
That is the kind of experience of control, being in control. So when I am in deep meditation, I want my sense of attention on the tip of my thumb, I can stay there for 5 minutes
Hmm.
without any other thought entering in my mind.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is very wonderful state.
Indeed, yeah.
It's a full sense of control.
Hmm.
And then I can focus my sense of my focus anywhere that I want to focus. It might be a person, it might be some place, it might be inside of me. So nowadays what I do is Vipassana meditation. I have tried lot of different types of meditation. The
Uh-huh.
most profound that I really want to keep on doing is Vipassana.
Okay.
I think you have also,
I
not I
did,
think,
yes.
you have also done
Yes.
Vipassana meditation,
Yes.
and you know what happens there, right?
Correct.
Start with Anapan,
Yeah.
you focus your sense of energy here,
Yeah.
and as you have experienced, 1 or 2 seconds, and then something takes over your mind, and
Yes.
then bring the attention back.
Yes.
And then for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, then it is gone, then you bring back again.
Yeah.
So first day, second day, third day, fourth day, maybe on ninth or 10th day, you have the duration of staying focused at one place is increased, maybe 9 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yes.
Okay. So that what I was actually telling.
Vipassana, about Vipassana meditation.
Yeah, Vipassana meditation. So uh, right now I focus my my sense of attention inside of my body only,
Yeah.
and I start experiencing those fine vibrations. Okay, and Vipassana is all about seeing yourself
Right.
without just
Hmm.
bringing that sense of what is so.
Hmm.
Nothing good, nothing bad. It is what it is,
Is correct.
and being present to
Hmm.
that.
Hmm. So, I mean, what is the purpose of doing this meditation? Let's say, like you say that Vipassana meditation is something which you want to really do it for rest of your life, right? What is the purpose of your for you? I mean, doing the Vipassana meditation. What did you get from that?
Okay, so let me answer this a little differently. What is your favorite destination to be at for vacation, for just relaxing?
I will say for vacation or for rest of my life, I want to spend is Scotland.
Why do you want to spend your life in Scotland?
I like the weather over there. There's a less population. That's it.
Okay, you must have been there, right, for some
Yeah, I
time.
have been there. Yes, that's why I've stayed for there like around 7 to 10 days alone.
Okay. And then you have those memories
I
of the
do.
state you are into,
I do.
right? And now you are thinking that, if I have to stay at one place, that would be Scotland.
Yeah,
And if it is accessible every day, say for example, 1 hour drive, I think you would go every day there.
definitely.
So meditation for me is similar. Like I want to be in that state. I enjoy it. I
Oh,
love that space.
okay.
Okay. So I want to go again and again. I want to be there.
You don't need something out of it. You just be there.
Yeah. So now, when I started meditation and did it for almost 20 years, I was trying to get something out of it. Now I am at a state that I don't want anything out of that, whether I have mind power or no, whether I have peace of mind or no. I love doing that. I love that state of being into that meditation,
So that's
meditative.
how the neural pattern changes, and your mind becomes a very calm, and you accept the things what it is, as it is. So like now
Yeah,
you are doing the meditation, which is changing your neural pattern, and which is in a favor of. I mean, can you say that it's a calm? Can you say it's a peace, or you can define it or not?
you can say it a piece. See, neural patterns are not directly accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, say for example, you have, if you see, a lot of kids play with those blocks, what it is called. Yeah, I forget the names all the time.
The cubics,
Not cubics, the
or the
smaller one, it is very popular game.
marbles.
Not marbles, yeah. આ મારા મગજને શું થાય છે હું દર વખતે ભૂલી જાઉં છું. અમારો છોકરો જ રમતો હોય છે એની સાથે.
All right.
So you understand there are small blocks using, like, they attach with each other and make different kind of shapes.
Yes, 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 yes. I don't know the
Okay,
name, but I got that.
right?
Yeah.
Those are, so consider neural patterns are like those.
Acha.
Okay, but in the case of those blocks, you can dismantle and make it again.
Okay.
In the case of neural patterns, you don't have any access. Once they are formed, they are formed.
Oh,
You cannot alter that. Only thing you can do is form new patterns,
new pattern. Correct. Oh, that's nice. That's interesting.
right?
Yeah.
So, and you do not have any direct access to the neural patterns. How neural patterns forms is the things that you practice,
Hmm.
the thoughts that you have.
Hmm.
Okay, everything is creating a new pattern every time.
Hmm.
Okay, and some patterns have become so stubborn, like, they have become, when you say I have become like this, a personality or identity,
Hmm.
basically what you are talking about is you have neural patterns that make you behave in certain manner out
Hmm.
of your control,
Hmm.
right? Say for example, some people are of kind that when they are driving and somebody, like, uh, drives in inappropriate way,
Hmm.
they instantly get angry and say something,
Right.
right? આપણે ઘણા બધા આપણા ફ્રેન્ડ્સમાં બી એવા છે કે જે હવે આમ ગાડી ચલાવતા હોય ને પછી વચ્ચે કોઈક આવે એટલે તરત મોઢામાંથી ધડામ દઈને ગાળ નીકળે,
Correct.
right? That is most automatic.
Wow.
And consider there are so many things
Hmm.
in life which involves almost automatic behavior out of your control.
Hmm.
Those are stored memory patterns,
Hmm.
right? Now you cannot change it, but you can form
Hmm.
new patterns of behavior. And to do that, you first need to be aware
Oh,
that this is my pattern. Okay, something happens to me and I react in this way,
this way. Right.
right? When you are not aware, you will be surrendered to your brain pattern and you will act in the way that you want to act. When
Hmm.
you are aware, you start having that choice. Okay, that
Hmm.
how do I want to react?
Yeah.
So if I talk about myself, my
Hmm.
son is a very naughty boy. Okay, he will keep on, like, throwing things and jumping here and there and do a lot of stuff. Now the default brain pattern that I had was getting angry and shouting at him.
Hmm.
okay, out of worry that he may hurt himself.
Right.
Okay, that was almost automatic. So every time he does that, oh, no, 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 don't do that. Okay, or shout, or if he doesn't listen to me for a couple of times, I would almost shout and stop him. That is
Mm.
the default automatic. But when I am aware,
Mm.
I am aware that now this is what I am going to do. He has done this. I
Mm.
am in a state of awareness, and I know that now I am going to shout. And in that moment, I have a choice.
Mm. Right.
Can I can alter that thing.
Oh.
Okay, but it happens in very at the speed of light.
Mm.
So how meditation helps is it it builds your muscle of being aware moment to moment
Mm.
about what are your thoughts,
Mm.
right? What kind of emotions you are invoking, what kind of feelings you are invoking.
Mm.
Okay, all these feelings and emotions and thoughts and behaviors are invoked by the brain patterns that we have. When
Mm.
you are aware and you try a different choice, you form a new brain pattern. And when you keep on doing that, that becomes your way of being there.
Default. That becomes,
Default.
yeah. So this is a great wisdom. So, in continuation, like, uh, can we say then the knowledge is above the meditation? Because when you say that this is the neural pattern and this is how it forms, and you should be aware about this, your pattern and behavior, then it's like first you should know it. And to know it, you have to do it meditation first, right? You have to be aware. So once you become aware, and then you have to, because I have seen there are many practitioners of meditation, they are doing meditation from long, like 10, 20 years, 25 years above, but they are not aware about themselves, they're not aware about that pattern. Then what's the use of doing the meditation? I mean, it's to become the aware. So once you become aware by doing the meditation, you see your patterns, you see your behavior, then is it really necessary to do it meditation, or it's the knowledge is enough, now you can work through your knowledge in a daily life?
So no, see how it is sense of being in the sense of awareness. To be in that sense of awareness, what you need is a calm mind.
Okay.
If we relate to the earlier state where I said you need your brain frequency to be in control near 14 or 16. Okay, when you are there, then only you can be aware.
Okay.
Okay, if your mind is not calm, you cannot be aware of your current state.
Hmm.
Okay, it becomes very difficult. So
Got it.
whether a person knows or don't know, if he's meditating, if he has a practice of calming his mind, then he can be aware, what is going on with him, whether he knows or not. He cannot define the term, but he can access that term,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
So, one interesting thing I noticed several years back, which has a lot of impact on me then, is once I was visiting a zoo and there were a lot of lovebirds, small birds,
Hmm.
the lovebirds. They were having a lot of fun playing with each other and doing stuff and all those things. And many of them were sitting in couple and talking to each other or kissing each other or putting something in each other's mouth, and I could see that that is love, right?
Hmm.
But can the bird define love? Do you
Hmm.
think bird can define love?
They can, but they can define it in their language to each other.
Yeah, when we talk about definition, we are talking about knowledge, and knowledge needs a language.
Yes.
Though it is in the state of love, it cannot define it. Okay, so defining or knowing something and really being in that state are very distinct thing. If you are into that state, you don't care whether you are defining it or not, whether you
Okay.
are knowing it or not.
Hmm.
Okay, you are knowing or defining, certainly you are away from that.
Okay.
You can try for yourself.
Hmm.
Like, whenever you are defining something, whenever you are defining fun, certainly you are not having fun. Because when you are having fun, you don't care about defining it,
Okay. Got
right?
it.
So similarly, this state of awareness, okay, when you are defining it, it doesn't mean that you cannot be aware if you cannot define it. Like, all that knowledge, what is awareness and how it is and how does it look, and you don't need to take, like, go into all those details.
Hmm.
Just be aware who you are being right now, bus, that's it.
Okay.
That I'm now getting angry, I have started getting angry now, I
Hmm.
have started getting anxiety now.
Hmm.
You acknowledge that I am feeling anxiety, that's a state of awareness, that's it. Then you have a choice to do something about it.
Also, is there any age group, to start doing a meditation?
Not really.
I mean, for the child, like,
For a child are, like, children are very, they are very hyper, or not hyper, but their way of being is to explore the things, like,
hmm,
know things and do stuff and experiment with each and everything. So it is very difficult for them to sit at one place,
hmm. So
right?
it's
So
all
difficult.
adults,
Yeah, it is difficult for them to really, and they don't even need to do meditation. They are
right?
fine. If I can become like a child, I will quit meditation.
Um,
There is no need,
that's the purpose now.
if you say so.
Right, yeah. And is meditation a real word, or, I mean, it's a Western word we have heard nowadays, but
Before, yeah, well, Janish, before going to that question, let us really look at how the child lives his life.
sure.
Okay. See, we were talking about awareness.
Hmm.
If you see a child playing, he will either play a car, or he will make a home, or he will make a whole setup of a city or jungle or something. He will be like, fully into that.
Hmm.
All his senses, all his interest, all his thoughts, emotions, feelings will be there. Okay, completely is engrossed. But as soon as the mother calls that
Hmm.
now it is time for food, he will forget everything and go for the food. He
True.
is fully aware that this is all natak. ये
Ah,
drama चल रहा है,
yes.
right? And
Yes.
then he will switch to other thing, and then he will switch to other thing, then he will switch to other thing, without, like, be really being attached with that.
Right.
And that is the state I am talking about. That if you start having that state, that sense of awareness, that everything that is going around you is drama, okay, what you need to do is stay calm, compose and see अभी क्या होने वाला है, अभी क्या करने का है. So अगर वो state आपका चाइल्ड लाइक आ जाता है, then that is done. That's a good state to be in.
Good state to be. But and that is just good state to be. There is nothing beyond that. I mean, you don't find meaning in that. That why this good state is, or what is beyond that. You know,
So as soon as you start defining it,
Hmm.
you are out of it.
You are out of it. That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. It's really nice. So, yeah, coming back to my question was, is this a real word for meditation? Is meditation is a word which was originated, or we haven't heard this word. Like, I actually started hearing this word from my college days. Before that, I haven't heard this word. I
Hmm.
used to hear the word is, you have to be concentrated, you have to be very calm and concentrated, and you have to be devoted in something you know I just wanted to know that this how this word is been originated, meditation, because in our language or in our culture, in Indian culture, this word was never existed before.
So it is like, meditation is a translation. It is an English word.
Hmm.
The word for that activity, or for that aspect, it was always there in Indian, like, Indian spirit
Mm-hmm.
since ages. That is called dhyan.
Dhyan, right.
And if you know, there are like, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there are 8 Ashtang Yoga.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So
Yes.
Dhyana, Samadhi are one of them. They have been since ages,
Ages.
right?
Yeah.
And people for like, so many years have been preaching that, have been practicing that, have been experimenting with that, and have been discovering a lot of different things. So Dhyan was always there. Meditation is just a translation. That is how the Western world knows this thing.
Because today, why what was the purpose of asking this question was because it's in today's world, meditation has been, this word has been used very literally everywhere. Everyone says, I was doing meditation, or you just sit for meditation. You have a problem, you are suffering from something, just do a meditation. But they don't really know the concept or actual meaning, what exactly it is, what to do, what are the actions you have to do, you know,
Calm your mind.
calm your mind.
And they are like, suggesting, what they are suggesting is calm down your mind.
Hmm. Yeah.
And meditation is one way to do that. But people don't know how to do that.
Hmm.
Many people don't know how to do that. So they sit and then a lot of thoughts take over their mind.
Hmm.
The worry that they want to get out of it only takes them over much more.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it doesn't work that way. You really need to first find a guru, somebody who really knows
Yeah.
how to do that, right? And with him, you need to start practicing that.
Okay.
Otherwise, there are a lot of people. क्या है मैंने ट्राई किया था लेकिन बट आई रियली कैन नॉट सिट फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम. मेरा
Yeah.
दिमाग फोकस हो ही नहीं पाता है. अभी वो किसी का भी नहीं हो पाता है. People who have been doing like, for 10, 20, 25, 50 years,
Hmm.
it is not even possible for them also to completely like, कि ऐसे बैठे और चालू हो गया.
Right.
It takes practice, it takes somebody's guidance to really reach that state.
Hmm. So, we'll come back to the first where we started. How the psychedelics, there are many psychedelics, which has been from ancient times. And they all have been using psychedelics, to calm their mind, um, and, to heal themselves from whatever suffering they are going on. And meditation does that as well. But people do prefer, going through the psychedelics like cannabis or alcohol sometimes, maybe at certain level, or ayahuasca, which I have, or mushroom intake of datura. There are various and number of things. So, I mean, is that a substitute of meditation? Can we replace it by meditation in today's world or in coming years?
So I don't know. That is a debate again since ages. Like, in Indian history also, this cannabis use of those things, use
Yeah.
of those stuff has been known
There's a
to.
word called bhang, which is used in the Indian culture, right? And they have been using, and it was legal, and it is at some places in India.
Yeah. So if you go into like, some Girnar, some remote ashram,
Okay.
or anywhere in India where there are like, remote ashram where yogis or sadhus are there, they are used to like, ganja. They
Hmm.
always this ganja, high quality ganja, and they stay there in that state.
Yeah. So ganja is a weed, right? It's a weed and cannabis, we say.
Yes,
Yeah.
weed cannabis.
Yeah.
So they use that,
Hmm.
right? Now, nothing wrong in using that, but so say for example, meditation is a slow process to reach there.
Okay.
That use of that stuff is a faster process.
But
It
it
like,
has the effects.
it has the effects. So I'll tell my personal experience. Okay, I tried it several times in last 1 year. Okay, not so much, but I think 7, 8 times.
Uh-huh.
So when I try that, it takes me to that meditative state in 10 minutes, which through meditation I may take, half an hour or 45 minutes.
Okay.
Focused efforts and sitting.
Okay.
So it just accelerates the process.
Okay.
But I don't advocate that. Okay, it can be used for different things,
Hmm.
but really like, building your own muscle to reach that state is much better. than using some other outside stuff.
Hmm. So, also like to begin or to reach wherever you want in your spiritual journey, I think meditation is the one tool and techniques, which can take you to the take you where you want to reach,
Yes,
right?
can take you to lot of deeper levels of your mind.
Mm, right. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm running out of the questions right now because I'm really dwelling into the points which you have said, and I'm, thinking on those
Hey,
lines.
yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. I just recalled one incident which I have been telling a lot of people whoever meet me and talk about spirituality.
Mm.
Almost everybody in my circle knows this story. Let me tell it here also, as you
Sure.
also know, but let me tell it again that
Sure. Sure.
how my spiritual journey changed. That incident was pivotal
Mm.
in in my spiritual journey. So I started meditation to gain spirit mind powers. Okay, then I tried several things. I tried Silva mind control method.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most successful thing I could do with meditation. It was
Okay.
dynamic meditation, and I could really do wonders. Actually utilized it, put it into application, like healing people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Having that power to sense somebody's aura. I
Mm.
had those those powers available to me for a very small period of time, but
Yes.
that was happening. Then in 2012, 2011, what happened? I visited. I wanted to go to Mumbai, okay, from Ahmedabad, but I had to meet somebody in Baroda.
Okay.
So Baroda, I spent the whole day in Baroda, and then in the evening I had to board my train. So I reached Baroda railway station, and I was sitting there on a bench, okay, and I saw a sadhu, a
Okay.
real authentic sadhu there. So he was very calm, very cool, okay, and I really liked him. I could really put instant trust in him. So I wanted to ask him that what I am trying to get, is it really possible? And if it is possible, how? Okay. So I started questioning him, but he was not really in a mood of talking.
Mm.
So it took me some effort. But then I asked him that, Baba, आप कहाँ से हो?
Mm-hmm.
This entire conversation happened in Hindi. Baba, आप
Okay.
कहाँ से? So he said that, वैसे तो कहीं से नहीं, लेकिन तुम्हारे इस सवाल का जवाब है, मैं हिमालय से हूँ,
Okay.
कि हम भटकते रहते हैं.
Yes.
Again he was silent. फिर after some time I again asked him कि after ऐसे थोड़े बहुत सवाल किए, then I came to the original question then I had that, मैंने सुना है कि जो आप जैसे सो साधु बाबा रहते हैं, जो हिमालय में बहुत साधना करते हैं, उनके पास बड़ी शक्तियां होती है, राइट, स्पिरिचुअल पावर्स होते हैं. तो he didn't answer that. Then again there was silence. I asked him again, आप बताइए ना, मुझे सच में जानना है, मैं ये प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ लेकिन मुझे कुछ पता नहीं है कि क्या होता है. He was again silent. He was not in mood of answering. But then after some time he started questioning me. Okay, कि अहमदाबाद से आए हो? मैंने बोला हाँ. मुंबई जा रहे हो? मैं बोला हाँ. अभ्यास हेतु जा रहे हो? Right, I was going there for a workshop, really, study purpose. कि यहाँ ये शहर में किसी कन्या से मिलने आए थे? मैं बोला हाँ. लेकिन विघ्न आ गया कन्या से मिलने में? मैं बोला हाँ. उस दिन आई वॉज रियली went there to meet a girl. We spent the entire day, and her scooter got punctured. Right. So we had to हम लोग को 1-1.5 किलोमीटर तक वो लेके घूमना पड़ा था to find a shop for repairing that.
Yes.
And it was that. But that Baba was completely reading my mind.
Mm.
And what has happened to me today
Mm.
there. and he demonstrated that he has that power.
Right.
Then there was no question I had. और ट्रेन भी आने का समय हो गया था, तो बाबा उठ के जा रहे थे. ही सेड के बेटा शक्तियां होती बहुत है, लेकिन उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पावर्स, बट इट डजंट मीन एनीथिंग. दे आर ऑफ नो यूज. एंड दैट लाइन स्टक विथ मी. That the powers that I have been trying to gain for last 10-15 years, this man possesses it, and he's a fakir.
Yeah.
He don't want to accomplish anything. He just want to be in this world.
Yeah.
Right. So it really doesn't matter whether I have it or not. Right. I need to find something else. Then I started searching for myself. So that day my spiritual journey took a different turn.
Yes. Great.
Right. So that was one very incident. If I am talking about my spiritual journey and meditation,
yeah,
story is incomplete without this story.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
It's really nice. So we'll end the podcast by last question, which is, what is the purpose of life?
So I don't think there is any purpose of life. There is no one definite purpose of life. Everybody needs to create their own purpose.
Okay.
Simple. And it is not even necessary to have a purpose.
That's interesting. That's something new.
So just live your life.
Live your life fully aware.
Yeah. Awareness can be, if you want to create for yourself, awareness can be a very good purpose.
Awareness can be a good purpose.
And I want to be aware about myself and what is happening to me and what is happening around me. That's it.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for sharing the wisdom, Kiran. It was really great talking with you, and I'm looking forward to have a podcast with you again in future on any spiritual topic or any spiritual dimensions you have been encountering, and we'll meet soon. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Janish. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Let's catch up in the evening.
You don't forget that, right? That's
Yes.
another level of meditation you want to do it.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.